this is Hanifa. Welcome to another session of Speak Chinese. Today, I want to share with you a very important way in which you can now raise the level of your self-confidence in order for you to get started to speak Chinese. And today's method is called asking questions. Asking questions is very common in our everyday life. When we have conversations with others, we ask and we expect answers to be given to us. But asking questions is the basic way in which we can start having conversations with others. Now, the way we ask questions will also indicate how the answers will come to us. Now, if you're a beginner to learning Chinese, let me explain to you that it doesn't come easy for me either. When I start asking questions in Chinese, I wonder if I were asking the right questions, because for the right answers to come to me, I now have to be able to phrase the questions correctly in order for me to get the right answers. Today, I will share with you 6 basic ways in which you can start designing your questions, and they are so simple, you can start using these methods right away. What I'm going to share with you is called the 六合法. 六合法 is also called the 5W and 1H. Have you ever tried using the 5W and 1H in English? For example, what, where, why, when, who, and how. So this is 5W and 1H. Now, why is it 六合法? Because we are saying the 5 W's and 1 H. Therefore, 5 plus 1 is 6. So as a beginner to the Chinese language, you may find that this is how you are going to start learning how to form questions using the 5W and 1 H. Now, for example, when we are reading a question, we are looking at a text, and the question is always formed by, or rather indicated by, using a question mark at the end of the sentence. So the punctuation mark is the same for both English and Chinese. But what about when we are talking? When we are asking questions verbally, we can't see that that question is actually is already ended, and therefore it beckons us to ask questions. I've had the experience many times when I'm teaching a student. I ask the question, they repeat the question back to me without answering, because they can't see that this is a question. For example, when I ask, 刚才你做什么? The student will come to me and say the same thing. 刚才你做什么? So, in other words, when we are answering a question, we now have to understand how the question is asked. Is the person asking me a question, or is the person stating a sentence to me? So today, I'm going to share with you this method. In Chinese, when we are using the question verbally, we normally will be using the end of the sentence with a ma or ne. For example, 你吃饱了吗? 你吃饱了吗? Have you eaten? We use intonation differently, and we use the inflection differently. So, have you eaten? I have eaten. I have eaten. Have you eaten? Have you eaten? Can you see the difference? Now, how about in Chinese? You can use the word ma as an indication that you're asking a question. 你吃饱了吗? 我吃饱了. 你吃饱了吗? 我吃饱了. Another sentence is 老师您好. 老师您好. 老师您好吗? Or in this one, it says 老师您呢? How about you, teacher? How about you, teacher? So you can see the intonation, the inflection changes. And the next one is 可以读吗? 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 Can you read? Can you read? So how does it work? Let's get started on using the 5W and 1H. Now, as I've already explained, the 5W and 1H are what, when, where, who, why, and how. So how can you use it in asking questions? 您叫什么名字? 这是什么? 这本书的书名是什么? 发生了什么事? Can you tell what is the word used here? What? What? 什么? 什么 Who is she? 她是谁 Who are you? 你是谁？是谁说那句话的 Who said that? 那可能是谁 Who might that be? Can you tell how to use the word who in Chinese? 谁 When did it happen? When are you coming? When do you want to start? When does the event start? 是什么时候发生的？您什么时候会来？你什么时候要开始？节目什么时候结束？ Can you tell which one is using the word when? 什么时候？什么时候？ Where did you put the bag? Where are you? 你想去哪里？你去哪儿？ Where did you put the book? Or where did you put the bag? 你把包放在哪儿了？ Where are you? 你在哪儿？ Where would you go? 你想去那儿？ Now notice there is a mistake in this. 那儿 it means there. 你想去那儿 Do you want to go there? When we use the word where, we need to use 哪儿 There is a 口字旁哪儿 This is 那儿 So make sure when you're reading the word, it is not 哪儿 This is 那儿 Where is he going? 他去哪儿 Where? So you know what is the word for where? Is 哪儿 Next, why? Why did you put the book there? Or why did you put the bag here? Why would you want to travel? Why is she laughing? Why would she agree? 你为什么把包放在这里？你为什么想旅行？你为什么笑？他为什么同意？他为什么会同意？ Well, this is how we're going to use the word why. 为什么 Now you notice at the last sentence, why would she agree? She and this word 他 is incorrect. When we read the sentence, we know immediately 他 refers to a male. Because 他, if it refers to female, is 女字旁. So when we are listening to someone saying 他为什么会同意, we can't tell for sure they're referring to a she or a he. So we may ask the next question. 你说是他吗? And you mention the name. So, in this case, there is a reason for why when we're having conversations, we need to sharpen our listening skills. Next, how? How did you pay for the bag? 你怎么买包的? How do you go to school? 你怎么去学校? How is your health? 你身体怎么样? How can this be done better? 这如何做得更好? 如何? 怎么? 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 How? Now you try. Exercise. I will only speak in Chinese and you try to understand which sentence it's referred to. 这个字怎么写? 这个字怎么写? How? 这是什么地方? 这是什么地方? What? 是谁教你唱的？ Who taught you to sing? 你什么时候有空？ When are you free? 在哪里跟他见面的？ Where did you meet him? 你为什么这么迟才睡？你为什么这么迟才睡？ Or 你为什么这么晚才睡？ Now, as you can see, if I have the text in front of me and I'm reading to you, it's easier for you to see and understand what these words are. However, when we're having conversations, it doesn't happen that way. So, we need to learn to sharpen our listening skills by speaking it, by practicing, and of course, we have to increase the pace as we move along. So, for example, today you may be saying, 这个字怎么写? Now, when you repeat the word over and over again, it becomes faster. 这个字怎么写? 这个字怎么写? This is how I did it. There is no other way for us to improve the way we speak other than practice. Try these exercises, and I'll see you next time.